Hi, Dr. TJ Dixon here, your intuitive guide to transformation, connecting to your best life. Today's message is about creating your best life on a daily basis. Now, I want to share with you a method that I use to create my best life every day, and that is a journaling technique that I use that I have included in my new publication, Creation Journal, Live Your Best Life. And in this journal, it is a guided journal. It's a guided journal for you to write daily your intention, your gratitude, your prayer, and your meditation. And so this message is going to be about why is it important to do that? And this is something that, again, I do on a daily basis. Well, first let's start with intention. Why is it important daily to make an intention? The reason for that is that if we make an intention, if we decide what it is we're going to intend to do that day, how we're going to feel that day, how we're going to be that day, what we want to see that day, it empowers us to really focus in on manifesting whatever our intention is. Without that, sometimes we just kind of go through the day and we can have all sorts of distractions that really keep us from where we want to go. We might end up at the end of the day feeling pretty exhausted and pretty frustrated and pretty unfulfilled because we didn't even do with the hours that we were given what we really wanted to do, achieve, feel like, and be. So setting an intention daily is incredibly important, again, for how you want to be, how you want to feel, what you want to do, and what you'd like to see. Then you look at gratitude. That's the second category. With gratitude, you want to look at three things, at least three things daily, at least three things, unique things each day that you are grateful for. And what's the point of that? Why do that? Well, the point of it is that we cannot be fearing when we are showing gratitude. We cannot vibrate negativity if we're grateful. Because even in something that may not feel like the best thing that could happen during the day, may not look like the best thing that could happen during the day, we can always find something to be grateful for regardless. And the more that we find things to be grateful for, the greater alchemists we become, and we can take any situation and make it work for our best good. For example, say for instance, there's a major thunderstorm and it's going on overnight and your child wakes up and it's 2 o'clock in the morning. You have work later that day and the kid is screaming and crying because they're sick, they need cough medicine. There's none in the house. And again, there's this major thunderstorm going on. Well, the average person is going to look at that and say, oh my God, that really sucks. However, you could look at it differently. You could look at it like when you have to go out to get the cough syrup, you could feel lucky that there's a 24-hour pharmacy open like Walgreens. You could be grateful for the fact that because it's 2 a.m., you were able to park right next to the store and run in, get through the line because there's no waiting, get back home by 2:30 and give your kid the medicine and have them back to sleep. You could find the gratitude even in such a situation because you could have a situation where there is no place that's open that time of night, or maybe you have to park far away and walk through all the rain, or maybe there's a big long line in the store. But there's many things in lots of situations that we look at, lots of situations that we experience, that there can be something grateful, some gratitude in that particular situation, even when we're told no. Sometimes there's things that I have even really, really wanted and prayed about it, meditated on it, intended, showed gratitude towards it, and still I didn't get it. Not that I would do all of those things necessarily to get it, but I didn't get it. And I'd find out later that it was because something else better was coming along. So again, gratitude is so incredibly important because again, we cannot have negative thoughts and feelings. We cannot have fear when we are grateful. So the next thing is prayer. And so with prayer, some people speak their prayers, some people think their prayers. In the journal and what I do on a daily basis, I actually write my prayers. And the reason, why even pray? What is even the point of that? Well, prayer is one half of a communication with the Creator, with God. And if we pray about what is bothering us, what is on our hearts, what our concerns are, even, hey, let's face it, we're all human, what our fears are. If we do that in prayer, we're able to give that communication out to God. And that is so powerful because there is a spiritual force that is on our side that we can tell whatever is going on with us. And that spiritual force will work with us to resolve whatever issue or problem that we feel like we are having. Sometimes it's just a matter of even giving us another perspective on whatever is going on. So it is a great way to communicate, again, with Spirit, with God. It's a wonderful way to do that. The reason I like to write those is because I can always go back and reflect in prior journals to see how far I've come with things that used to concern me and how they were resolved and how blessed I have been along the way. That helps to really build me up to continue to have faith as other things are going on in my life. And finally, the last part is meditation. With meditation, it is so incredibly important too to meditate. And why is that? Because that is when we get quiet and that is when we shut up and we actually listen to what God is trying to tell us, to what Spirit is trying to tell us. So meditation is so incredibly important for us to utilize in order for us to have that full circle communication with our Creator, with God, so that we can hear back answers that we need, messages that we need, next steps, direction, to get our peace, to be soothed in whatever's going on with us. Because again, sometimes it's really just a matter of we are afraid of something, or we're trying to get ahead of ourselves. Maybe we're trying to get to that next level when we need to just deal with what we currently are dealing with. And in meditation, God is able to give us great messages to help us build our faith and know that we really are okay and things are well, that all is well. Very important. And why write out the meditation? I write out meditations daily because I like to have a record of what were the messages that I did receive during meditations. Lately, my big thing has been I've been getting message from God to set my timer on my cell phone instead of for 10 minutes and have 10 minutes of silence, and just allow myself to almost calm down and unwind so that the messages come through even clearer from God to tell me next steps and things to do. And also how to feel and how to I'm getting reassurance that all is well, and or that a decision I made is good, or maybe I need to make something different. So when I get those messages, it's important for me to write those down because I go back and I reflect on them, because oftentimes what I receive in meditation, I won't remember fully later if I do not write it down. And it also is encouraging once I go back and reread my journals and see how far I've come, to see the messages God's given me and how my prayers have been answered. It is so faith building for me, especially when I'm, in a situation and maybe I'm more concerned or I'm very upset about something. I can see, oh no, God's taken me through all of this. All was well then, all is well now. So it's great faith builder to write down my meditations and keep them. So again, today's message, I wanted to explain what my journaling method is for me to create my best life daily, to also let you know that if you are looking for a guided journal and you would like to practice this method also that I use, this journal, creation journal, Live Your Best Life, is available. It is available on Amazon. You can order it there, or if you are local in the city that I'm in, I also have copies available at my office, and you can contact me to get your signed copy. Thank you so much for watching. For all of you who have subscribed, thank you very much. Please feel free to share this video. If you have not yet subscribed and you like what you've heard, please hit the subscribe button below. As well, if you have any comments or questions, please comment below or contact me through my website at www.drtjdixon.com. And may you live your best life.